Okay, so hopefully this will be the last video of this sequence, but it may not look it. But I'm inside the old cafeteria. Okay, and you can see that it's there's a lot of work going on in here. When I finish talking, I'll give you an idea of what actually happened, not only in the cafeteria, but inside each of the classrooms with the new heating system and the new fresh air system with the geothermal, and also how it kind of cleaned up, believe it or not, organized the rooms a little bit better and more efficiently. Okay, so we spoke about a couple of things. We spoke about the whole big packet of guidance that we got. We spoke about those individual subtopics that the guidance is focusing on. We spoke about our subcommittee, our reopening committee that we have that's going to be and is already meeting in subgroups to address each one of those subtopics. We'll reconvene next week, and I think once we gather more information. There's a lot of information flying out there between the New York State School Board Association, the New York State Council of School Superintendents. I'm sure perhaps each one of the unions, the Teachers Association, the CSEA. I'm sure each of those unions are getting information and interpreting it differently. So eventually I think we'll all be on the same page. It's going to be a slow process in the beginning, but I think we'll get there. And we have to get there. I mean, today is the 17th, so in 14 days, the plan is due up to the state. And like everything else, it's a plan and it can change, okay? But it has to work for us, and it has to work for our students, all right, their families, you as the staff, and it's got to work for the community here as well, okay? So I think without further ado, I'm not going to waste too much more time telling you what else is really going on here. We're working pretty much as a team, trying to keep the staffing below the 50% of essential people. You heard me say here that the New York pause was unpaused. Okay, that comes down from the New York State Empire Development Corporation, which oversees all the phases and all the industries, right? So that doesn't seem to be a requirement anymore about the 50%. We are trying to be conservative. We're trying to keep everyone's interest in mind and only have a minimal amount of staff here that need to be here to get things done. Okay, but I don't remember exactly how many days there are to school starts. I believe it's less than 55, so not a lot of time here to get things done. As always, if you have a question, you have a comment, you have a concern, please feel free to reach out to me. The next board meeting is July 29th. The architect is going to be here. All right, the meeting will be virtual, but the architect is actually going to be at the school to answer a few questions that people may have, and just to really evaluate where we are with the new building and what we can expect for the start of the school year versus what they've been telling us, which is November 1st. All right, so enjoy your summer as best you can. All right, and I'll try to stay in touch like this. I know Mr. Miller and the other members of the admin team have been communicating out by email as much as they can. So I would encourage you to check your emails and stay in touch if you can. Okay. So thank you, and we'll be in touch soon. I'm going to take this video now and just give you a quick little tour. Okay. There we go. Okay, so you can see the cafeteria here. All right, nothing special. But as you come around, all right, this is what is pretty symbolic of every classroom. Dust, all right, and clutter and materials. But this unit right here, this all-in-one heating, cooling, and fresh air unit, which is now supplied by water, all right, hot water for heat, and it reverses cold water for air conditioning, and it also allows fresh air to come in from the outside, okay? it replaced what was called a univent right here. All right, they had to install some copper piping, but what you don't see on the wall anymore is a radiator. And I think that's important because a number of elementary teachers were mentioning to us that students today do not understand radiators. They don't have them in their homes, so they don't understand that they're very hot in the heating season. So I think that's a positive thing here, that we've gone away from that, and now we've gone to really an enclosed system. And you'll see these in different shapes and sizes in each of the classrooms, okay? One other thing to note, actually, if you can see it by the telephone, are the copper pipes, all right? So because we're not on a steam system anymore and we're on a hot water, cold water system, we had to install all new copper pipes for the water to flow. So where you see it on one side of a classroom or an office, you can see it again on another, all right? Water comes into a classroom and then exits and goes to the next classroom, and that is the loop, all right? So I'll talk a little bit here real quick. I think I'm down to 6% battery, so I don't have a lot to go. But this, I think, is an amazing shot you're about to see. So I'm looking out the back of the school, right by the cafeteria, all right? And here is the exit, okay? So we're on the bottom floor. I'm about to walk out, and where you see these red poles, that's going to be glass, okay? So you'll be able to look and walk outside, all right? This will be a way to walk up to the second floor, all right? I might do that just in a second here. I'll give you an idea, but I want to make sure I don't fall flat on my face either as I'm walking and trying to talk at the same time. But anyone coming out for recess, okay, hopefully we're allowed to have recess, they will come right out here, okay, and they'll walk through where that lift is right there to go out to the playground, okay. Down the hall here, okay, same thing, another exit that students and staff will be able to go out towards the, imagine the new baseball field, all right. On the left side of the hallway is the new special education classrooms, the new guidance suite, okay, the new athletic director and phys ed rooms, and then as you get all the way down to the back, you would be in the new music chorus room, okay? Give you a quick peek here of the gymnasium, all right? Pretty big. I showed this maybe, I don't know, a month ago or so. It was cold, so maybe longer than that, but you can actually see what the gym is looking like, okay? And I'm looking, I guess, west at this point. The locker rooms are against that wall, okay? Gives you an idea what's going on. All right, so here's the hallway that actually goes down to what will be the entrance. That's the PPS trailer, if you can see it straight back there, okay? So I'll try to end this tour with a little bit of a walk up these steps. This will be to get to Mr. Riley, Ms. Hand, and Mr. Myers' classrooms up at the top, as well as the classrooms for the 3 science teachers, okay? So you can see here, this will be glass. All right, looking out. Okay, that'll be the exit from the second floor hallway. That science room that was there is now the family and consumer science classroom, okay? And then you've got this hallway here, which would be the science rooms on the left. And then as we walk down, I might as well show you quickly. We'll get to those 2 social studies rooms as well as to the new math room. I don't know why I'm out of breath. I just walked up a flight of about 20 steps and I'm breathing heavy, so it's not a good sign. All right, so here we go. So we're about to walk into what I think is Miss Hand's room. Okay. And that wall that has yet to be framed would be either Mr. Riley or Mr. Myers' room, okay? Don't want to get anybody nauseous by moving the camera too quick, but I'll give you an idea so you can see where this classroom is actually situated. Okay. These pallets here with wood, those are actually the windows that are going to go in here for the new the gymnasium. Okay. All right, we'll just come through here quickly into the new social studies classroom. Hopefully I'm thin enough to get through here. I know I was a couple months ago. Right, give you an idea there. And then if you were to walk out of, let's say this was Mr. Myers' classroom, okay? You'd walk out here. On the left would be the entrance to Ms. Hand's room. And if we turn here, I believe this is some special chute, I'm not sure. You'd come into what would then be Mr. Riley's classroom. Okay? All right, hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's lengthy when you put all the segments together, but once again, any questions, comments, concerns that you have, please feel free to let me know. Thank you.